Newcastle hold on to all 3 points in a massive Champions League decider. But let's be honest, that performance didn't exactly live up to the 2-0 scoreline. I'm going to give you my ratings by position, and spoiler alert, they're going to reflect just how complacent we got in the second half. One person that was not complacent was Nick Pope. He was sharp and alert and did very well to keep us in this game, making 2 humongous saves on really dangerous opportunities from Chelsea. He was also good with distributing the ball, and he was a very commanding presence in the box on crosses and corner kicks. So for that, I'm giving him a 10 out of 10. Eddie Howe decided to go to a back 5 with Jacob Murphy as a makeshift right wing back and Tino Livramento on the left, with Cher, Botman, and Byrne in the middle. They did well, for the most part, to shut down Chelsea, even though they were poking and prodding for most of the game. A big standout for me was Jacob Murphy, who was playing out of position but did well defensively, and of course got that assist. There were some sloppy moments for that, and for those reasons, despite the clean sheet, they're getting an 8 out of 10. Midfield was a bit Jekyll and Hyde this game. In the first half, especially for the first 25 minutes or so, they were ferocious. Tonali got the first goal early, but he was also a crucial part of starting that play, where he made a tackle right at the edge of the Chelsea 18-yard box and then made a run into the box and got the goal. However, once they went down to 10 men, Chelsea was able to overrun Bruno and Tonali and eventually Lewis Miley for a little bit. Because they couldn't really get anything going in the second half and really look complacent, they're going to get an overall 6 out of 10. On the forwards, they couldn't get anything going. They had a lot of missed chances. Their final balls were poor in the final third. Their decisions on when to shoot and when to pass were off. They couldn't win battles, and they missed their shots when they have opportunities. Bad day at the office for them. I'm giving them a 5 out of 10. We did score the second goal off of a set play where Big Dan Burn was basically begging Jacob Murphy to launch a ball crossfield to him, where he was able to bring it down, give it to Bruno to take the shot. On the defensive side of things, they did nothing wrong. They were great on all set pieces that Chelsea had, so 9 out of 10. Bringing in Lewis Miley and Emil Kraft was a way to bring some normalcy back to the side that was missing a little bit in the second half once they got complacent. And bringing Botman off relatively early was good minutes management for him. And Eddie Howe did a really good job overall of managing this game. So the subs are going to get a 7 out of 10. When you average everything out, it comes to a 6.8 out of 10. This was a game that once Chelsea went down to 10 men was ripe for the taking to run up the score and pad that goal differential. But the team didn't get that memo. Complacency in the second half was a massive concern, especially when we have the opportunity to make a run at second place. That's all for this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe. And this has been another Newcastle United Quick Bite. How did the Nick Pope's gloves after a humongous save?